Title of the chapter is Karma Yoga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyata Desatarini Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktarunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukham karoti vachalam pangum langaite girim Yat krupatam aham vande Shri Gurum Dina Tarine. Jai Guru. So let us chant the shloka. Yad yad acharati sreshtas
Yad yadacharati shresthas
tad tad evetaro janaha
tattadevetaro janaha
sa yat pramanam kurute
sayat pramanam kurute
lokastad anuvartate.
lokas tadanuvartate.
Yad yad acharati sreshtas
Yad yadacharati shresthas
tad tad evetaro janaha
tattadevetaro janaha
sa yat pramanam kurute
sayat pramanam kurute
lokastad anuvartate.
lokas tadanuvartate.
Please chant the shloka.
Yad yadacharati shresthas tattadevetaro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokas tadanuvartate.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Yad 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 akarati sresthas tad tad evitaro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastad anubhartate. Hare Krishna.
Anybody else want to chant? Okay, good. So translation and purport. Thanks for chanting. Whatever action a great man performs, common men follow, and whatever standards he set by exemplary acts, call the word pursues, purport. People in general always require a leader who can teach by public by practical behavior. A leader cannot teach public to stop smoking if he himself smokes. Lord Chaitanya said that a teacher should behave properly before he begins teaching. One who teaches in that way is called Acharya or the ideal teacher. Therefore, a teacher must follow the principles of Shastra scripture to teach common man. The teachers cannot manufacture rules against the principles of revealed scriptures. The revealed scriptures like Manu Samhita and similar others are considered the standard books to be followed by human society. Thus, the leader's teaching should be based on the principles of such standard Shastras. One who desires to improve himself must follow standard rules as they are practiced by great teachers. The Srimad Bhagavatam also affirms that one should follow in the footsteps of great devotees, and that is the way of progress on the path of spiritual realization. The king or the executive head of the state, the father, and the school teacher are all considered to be natural leaders of the innocent people in general. All such natural leaders have great responsibility to their dependents. Therefore, standard books of moral and principal codes. So here Krishna is continuing to instruct Arjuna why he should do his duty, prescribed duty or dharma. Arjuna's dharma is fighting. So the flow of the chapter is like Krishna says that renunciation is good, but it's not possible for you. It's better you do the karma because renunciation we cannot sustain by not acting. We have to act. So he's saying you act with dharma. You do your dharma, act for sacrifice. And those who don't follow the sacrifice, they are living life of sin. So those who follow sacrifice, They at least are in the path of dharma. Then he tells Arjuna that one who is self-satisfied and whose happiness is within, for him there is no duty. And in that line, he's telling but still you should act. Uh, why you should act? Because he told the example of Janak Maharaj that just by executing his dharma without any attachment, he attained the perfection. So Janak Maharaj was Rajarshi, king plus a Rishi, proper character of a Rishi or a saintly person. And now here, Krishna is telling more details that about the they are the Acharati Sreshtas. So Sreshtas are the great uh, people or great personalities in their particular field. Who the people in general who look at them at great. So they are the teachers or leaders of that particular area. Tat evetaro jana. So the people in general follow them. So whatever standards they set, yat pramanam, whatever standards they set, lokastad anuvartate, people will anuvartate, follow that. So this is very, very, very practical words. We can see lot of examples in our day-to-day life. What is happening around us, why Krishna is telling this, and how we can relate it to our life. So nowadays the problem is like here Krishna is telling about the acharyas or the devotees who are following the shastra, and they are setting up an example how to behave in the society by following the shastra or standards set by shastra. So Srila Prabhupada is talking here about the devotional or spiritual angle of leadership. But nowadays in Kali Yuga, we see there are very few leaders like this who become the teacher of the populace in general. Now mainly a crude example, cross example of this is um, Yat pramanam kurute, what standards they set. So people in general follow that. So nowadays, most of the people, the role models are some sportsman, the great sportsman or great movie actor or movie actress, or some politician or some book writer. So people have this type of, in general, I am talking about, not individually, nothing. They have the teachers or they follow on the footsteps of these people. So that's why we see in advertisements of any small things also, they use famous personalities. They will use a top actor or top sportsman. Why they use this? Because they know the people in general will look at these people, these famous personalities, and people will follow that. So if they wear particular type of clothes, uh, then people in general will look at that. Oh, I will also use that. Why? Because that famous actor or sportsman, he is giving that advertisements. So we can see many advertisements of all types sorts of things, drinks, um, and food items and noodles. Everywhere they use these famous personalities. So this is a general tendency of people in general to follow famous personalities, and then those former famous personalities become the teacher of the populace, and people try to follow them. Follow their standards. So they wear these clothes, I will wear. They eat this, I will eat. They go to running, so I will go also jogging. Like this, people in general will do the less. So when we say, so Krishna here is telling Arjuna, you are a great leader, you are also teacher, you are a great fighter, you are a very famous fighter. And many people look at you as a great archer, and they want to follow you, they want to be like you. So you should not set a wrong example by not fighting. You should set an example. Even if you don't want to fight, you fight for the right cause, you fight for the dharma. To establish dharma, you should fight. So this is the correct example that you will set for the people in general, and that will help the society in general to work or to walk on the path of dharma. So Krishna is telling Arjuna, so you act. Act means what? You fight. So you don't give up fighting. You have to act because you are a leader. So it's not about the famous personalities also, but it's all about in general also. For ourselves also, we see if you want to become a spiritual or devotional person, you have a great responsibility, right? So Srila Prabhupada always used to say all the devotees should be true gentlemen or gentlewomen. So his Prabhupada's point was, yeah, devotee is of course good, but in apart from the spiritual angle, the behavior of a person or a sadhaka or a devotee should be that any person, not only devotees, any normal person should appreciate their behavior, should appreciate their character. That is the behavior of a devotee or a true gentleman. So we also have to set examples, because the examples that we set, people will also look at this. Oh, this person is doing something, Bhagavad Gita reading or something. So how he behaves? Oh yeah, his behavior is different. He looks happy. He don't look miserable, and he is very regulated and he's neat and clean. So all these things. So we also have a great responsibility when we, not only in the spiritual life, but in our family also, as a mother, as father, as brother, as son, we have great responsibility uh, to be in a good character. So because everybody looks at each other to have agreement. So if I am taking some particular decision, okay, so I will always look at someone or some experience from someone which signifies or which sanctions, yeah, whatever you are doing is correct. Okay. So that is also general tendency. So that's why people in general follow anuvartate. They follow the footsteps of the people who what the leaders do. And so the general tendency of the mind is to get approval from somebody for our actions. So that tendency is should be utilized in a good direction. So we should also follow good spiritual practitioners, good gentlemen who are doing spiritual practice. So we cannot say that he is doing spiritual practice so he can behave like anything. No, that is not a good, proper character. That's not what Srila Prabhupada or any spiritual leader will say. That because you are doing spiritual thing, you can do anything in your character. So you cannot become a spiritualist by a loose character. So we should also be always aiming or looking at the leaders or the acharyas or the devotees who are following the Shastra and who are following the Parampara, who are following the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. They are trying to apply at least the teaching of Bhagavad Gita. So we should follow and be in contact with devotees like this. So that will automatically raise our consciousness, and that will make our life and our life are now people around us more easy and more peaceful. So we all have a great responsibility, and we should be careful that this tendency of getting approval or following the footstep of our, because we all have, so I also have, you also have, it should not be exploited in the wrong direction. Just like seeing the advertisement, seeing the movie, and we cannot do that. We should be aware that this is all illusion that is trying to exploit my nature to get or to follow. Right? So we should be in that consciousness, and then only we can always direct our mind to a better spiritual thing that will help. Of course, there will be some problems, there will be some times that we fail. That is okay. We have to continue. We have to keep continuing, and then we'll reach the goal. So this shloka is illustrated, and it can be practically seen by all of us by seeing the examples around us. So you can just also try to see how people follow somebody, how they follow the fashion, how they follow the hairstyles, how they follow the lifestyles. It's very visible. So please try to see how this tendency is, and uh, We can also observe if we have that tendency to follow something which is not worthwhile. So here now Arjuna, so Krishna is telling Arjuna the examples why he should act. So Janak Maharaj, and then he's telling, because Arjuna, you are a leader, you should fight, you should not give up. And because if you give up, people will follow that. And the leaders are not supposed to set such type of examples. So Krishna will give some more examples in next few verses, and that we will see from tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Any comments, any more examples, or any reflections? Anything is fine. Please share. Sarvapramanam kurute. Lokastat anuvartate. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So we'll see you tomorrow with more instructions from Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.